So I'm out here at a job today in Gymea Bay for a customer who is with Optus on an NBN fibre to the curb service. Now, the customer has had no internet for the past 10 days. Now, this one is a bit of a strange one, right? We've got a few extenuating circumstances here. The customer lost her husband probably about 12 months ago, and basically all the Optus account and the bank accounts and everything like that are still in the husband's name. Now, the lady's a senior citizen, right? And she's tried to call Optus to get this sorted, but because the account is in somebody else's name, her husband's name, they haven't been able to really do anything, right? Because they haven't got access to her account. Now, I've been here for almost 2 hours today, and I've done a whole bunch of troubleshooting because we're trying to get this sorted, right? So, firstly, you can see there on the actual router, the internet light is red, right? Now, on the NTD, you can see we've got the 4 lights. Now, the sync light is not super bright, right? But, so the first things that I did was to try to troubleshoot is we disconnected the WAN, the cable going to the NTD and the WAN port, and then I wanted to do a test directly on the WAN port to see if I could get something on my laptop, right? But the WAN port wouldn't connect, right? So I called Optus, right? Got through. I've got like a backdoor number. Went straight through to a guy there. Basically, like on Aussie Broadband and Telstra and some of the other apps, there's a function there that says kick router, which means you can kick off the router and then you can plug in your device and then do some testing. Now, apparently they don't have any function there that can actually do this, right? So I asked the guy, okay, well, can you do a port reset for me? I want to reset the DPU. I'll get to why that didn't happen in a second, but he said, oh, well, I'll have to call NBN to get them to do that, which I thought was a bit odd. So after I had a conversation with him, it was at the point where I was like, okay, we'll do the reset. He said it's going to take half an hour. So I was like, oh, okay, it's going to take half an hour. So we never saw any of these lights go off, okay, on the actual NTD. Then what I did is I thought, well, okay, well, we tested the cable between. So the yellow cable, we did a test on that just to make sure it wasn't something very simple. Wasn't that. Now, also, too, the customer had another router, right? She goes, oh, I've got another router here. They sent it out, and we don't know how long it's been here, but it's a new one. So it's still in the plastic. So I swapped the router out, and we had the same thing, right? The light went red. All right. Next thing I did is I wanted to make sure there was no bridge taps or anything on the actual line that could potentially be some sort of internal issue, right? Yeah. Just get in here. So you can see that is a black 2-pair leading cable. Now it's underground here, right? And that cable is going straight back out to the network. Now inside this house, there's four sockets. There's one here. Now I'm in the upstairs, right? This is the office upstairs. There's one there. There's another one in an upstairs bedroom. There's one in the kitchen on the wall, like the old kitchen ones. And there is one in a husband's garage out the back, right? So I put my tone on at this socket and then buzzed the tone through, went to every socket in the place, and we get no tone, right? So you can see there it's a black leading cable. So that's basically the network. So as far as NBN or any ISP is concerned, that is the end of their network. So they're responsible to the end of that cable, right? This is an older home too. Right, so the next thing we did, after all that, I thought, right, well, it's pretty much, I did a factory reset on the NTD, okay? So put a safety pin in it, got the little red light flash up, held it in for 10, 15 seconds, completely reset it, come back online, and still nothing, still get the red light. Then I decided to call Optus again, right? This time we got through to someone super helpful. Now, like I said, these are a little bit funny circumstances, right? So because her husband has passed away and she wasn't on the account, we were unable to, get full access to the account, right? So, look, Lucas tried, the guy tried everything he could to try and help us, right? It was super helpful, but his hands are a little bit tied. What I initially asked them to do was to do a reset, right? A port reset on the DPU. He thought I meant, again, the router, and I could see the router go off. Then I said, no. He goes, well, what sort of reset do you want me to do? I said, well, no, the DPU. I want you to reset the ports on the DPU. And then he goes, oh, yeah, I can do that. So he just reset the DPU. Now, when he did, the link light, so that's the second one from the top, the one that looks like a little link, that never went out, right? And then when it come back on, like all the other lights come back on, he said, oh, I can see, the NTD is not responding. So he could see that from their end, this is either an NBN issue or, maybe an Optus issue, but I don't think it's probably an Optus issue. I think this is 100% an NBN issue because, like I said, we've swapped out the router with another router and basically it's NBN network, right? So there's that. So at this point, I basically gave him all the troubleshooting steps that I'd done, okay? So they admitted the problem, but the issue we've got is they can't even send out an NBN technician, even though they've recognised that the problem is NBN, okay? Because, like I said, this is a strange one because the customer here, like her husband was the main person on the account. So this guy bent over backwards to try and help. So he went to his supervisor to see if there was some way that we could get around this. And then he came back and said, look, unfortunately, we can't do that. And then I was basically, saying, look, this customer's got some medical issues and she needs a phone. So the reception here is really bad. Like even when I was on my phone, I had to literally put it against the wall. I had one bar, right? So like I said, she's a senior and if she relies on her phone and internet to be able to, if something happens, she needs like a landline, right? So she can call, she had a hip replacement, all that type of stuff, okay? So at this point, basically there wasn't a lot they could do, right? Now, one of the situations that the problem is that the customer here, she had not, all the bank accounts and everything are still in her husband's name. So I was sort of like trying to work out, and he was trying to help me as well. We're trying to work out ways that we could make this happen without getting into the account, because we wanted to make sure that this customer, when I left here today, that she'd have a service, right? Or something was going to happen, because they can't even leave notes on this because they can't access the husband's account. We basically got to a point where it was a stalemate. Like it was like we couldn't really do anything because we couldn't get access into the account. Now, I even suggested, well, what about if we cancel the account and then she try and sign up with another provider? Would that work? And he was like, oh, no, let me go and check. And so he went and checked and said, no, because it's still linked to the husband's account, there'll be a whole bunch of issues. Finally, after like an hour on the phone, what we've decided to do is that the customer here, she's going to go down, get the bank stuff sorted first. And then we've got, he went and contacted the local Optus shop, right? Because this customer had already gone to an Optus shop to try and get this done at one stage, but they basically didn't know how to do it, or because she needs to fill out a whole bunch of forms, bereavement forms. And I was looking at them myself and I'm a little bit confused by some of these forms, And I was like, okay, well, they wanted her just to go away and do all this herself. So the reality of the situation is that now she's going to go to Optus, right? And once she gets everything transferred over to her name, the problem we've still got is they couldn't even leave like a reference number or something. So this whole conversation over the last 2 hours can be referred back to. So once she does finally get this put in her name, she's still going to have the same problem that she started with, right? And so literally she's had to pay for me to come out and do this. So what we want to try and do as well is get this customer 100% reimbursement for our costs, because even when she spoke to Optus the first time, like herself a few times, they couldn't really do anything, right? And it's only really until I intervened that they sort of saw and admitted to me over the phone that yes, this is an NBN issue. So this whole video now is going to be a reference and going to go into a report that you will receive Optus when the account is transferred over to her name. Yeah, this will be a reference, so you have a complete working knowledge of what's happened in this service. Anyway, that's what's going on with this one here. Hey guys, it's Jason here from Securicom. So if you're in need of some internet help, whether that is getting a fault fixed up like a bridge tap, or you have some sort of an issue on your NBN service, or maybe you need to have some new cabling and sockets installed, we provide a range of services to help you out. There'll be some links underneath this video, and you can click on those links and I'll take you through to our website where you can book my service. Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye.